So what you'd start with is a piece of paper. You need a paper punch, which is an Acme peg bar punch, which punches these holes, then fit onto the peg bars of the light box. Let there be light, light, okay. So this works very like the flip book on the DVD. Drawing number 1, another sheet of paper on top. You can see it all through. Drawing number 2, I'm going to make them blink. Ears going down, that's staying the same, and these are the same. When you flip them, as in your flip book, you get the colours. The numbers are very important because they link up to the timing. What I would have had to the right of me is this, the bar sheet. I haven't got the bar sheet for the armadillo, but I do have the bar sheet for art horses. So here you can see I've numbered frame 1 is a note, frame 9 is a note, frame 14 is a note, frame 19 is a note. I'm going to use frame 1 and frame 19 for this little experiment here. So I'd have the bar sheet somewhere I could see it, and I'd have the exposure sheet which I would be filling in whilst I was actually drawing. So it wasn't just a question of sitting drawing, which is nice, it was also a question of drawing and logging every drawing that you do. So on the exposure sheet I would write frame 1 because I want the cat to come on, eyes open, frame 1. I want that cat to stay for 18 frames, and then on frame 19 there's a note, bing, and I want him to blink. So on frame 19 I draw frame 2 on the exposure sheet. This was the way that Gertie the dinosaur was done, drawing, drawing, drawing by the mile. Whereas with the use of cells there's a huge saving of labour, because what you do is you put part of it on one plastic cell level and another on another. I would trace over the paper with plastic cell and a black line. So just imagine this isn't coloured, this is a black line. I would then on the back of every cell paint it with acrylic paint. Obviously it looks better on the other side. So every cell is painted, and to make Mrs. Jaguar blink, as in the cat that I drew blink, there's her eyes shut. Here is a plastic cell on top with her eyes open. Hello, goodbye. Eyes open, eyes shut. Eyes open, eyes shut. There's the baby jaguar, and of course he's blinking as well, so we save work by doing 2 sets of eyes. Then the very important tail, which is what was featured in the book, and there's her graciously waving her tail, one of a sequence of 12 I think. And the lovely thing is, using cells, you don't have to draw this every time, which is what you used to have to do. At the moment it's a bit boring against a white light box, so let's put it on a background. So there's the background. There's the mother jaguar, and there's the scene. And all of that would then go on to be filmed. So this is where we keep some of the millions of cells that I've created over the years, just a few key ones. And as you can see, they come in big boxes. Just by chance, we happen to have the armadillo here. I'll just lift it down. I must have been a lot stronger in those days. And in here are the cells that went to make the armadillo. Once you've got all the cells and the exposure sheet, you put them on the camera rostrum. I haven't got a camera anymore because I don't need one. The result of shooting on the camera rostrum was reels of film, which we just happen to have over here. A reel of 16mm film, ta-da! On there, tiny little pictures, each little picture a drawing of a jaguar's tail, for example. So having got your film back, after waiting 2 or 3 days from the lab in suspended animation, you would then play it back on one of these, this 60mm projector. Again, weighing a ton, you had to be very strong to make animated movies in those days. This would fit on there, through here, and away you go. To sum up, hundreds of bar sheets, thousands of paper drawings, thousands of cells drawn on the front and painted on the back, thousands of frames of film shot, huge concern about what it would be like when it came back from the lab, particularly if you're against a deadline, and a large amount of storage, as you can see. Today, you can all do it on this. If I was doing it all again, I would not do it this way. I would do it this way.